Live, local, late breaking. This is KOCO 5 News at 5:30.
Happening now, a historic day in Oklahoma. For the first time, liquor stores are open on Sundays in 7 Oklahoma counties. Votes in Cleveland and Oklahoma County were certified just a few days after Tuesday's election. KOCO's Paris Jones joins us live from Northwest 23rd and Broadway in Paris. I understand the store and its customers were ready for those Sunday sales. Just in, new details on a fight that broke out in Norman overnight. We brought this to you as breaking news this morning. Tonight, police tell us they responded to a fight near OU's campus. Once on scene, officers located 2 victims. Police say they appeared to have lacerations or stab wounds. Both victims were taken to the hospital and are expected to be okay. Police have identified the suspect, but no arrests at this time. Multiple fires happening this weekend in Oklahoma. The wind causing fires to spread quickly to other areas, making it hard to contain. Right now, one of these fires still burning. New video tonight from a Texas fire department battling the fire in Beaver County. The fire sweeping through the panhandle right now. Yesterday, many people were forced to evacuate the area. Here's what we know at this hour. Oklahoma Forestry Services says the fire is estimated to be more than 29,000 acres large. Multiple agencies are responding. Officials say structures have been destroyed. At last check, the fire was only 50% contained. Right now, Oklahoma Emergency Management is assessing the damage so far. And multiple structures catching fire yesterday in Langston. Crews tell us the wind conditions caused the fire to spread, causing a lot of damage. Thankfully, no one suffered any major injuries. But we do know one firefighter was treated on scene. Crews are still working to figure out the cause. New tonight, a deadly crash in Seminole County. It happened last night northwest of Sesaqua. OHP says only 1 car was involved. We do know the driver died at the scene from multiple injuries. The passenger was treated and released from the hospital. OHP says the driver was not wearing a seatbelt at the time of the crash. Tonight, officials are still investigating exactly what happened. 2 people shot in a Walmart parking lot overnight. Tonight, Lawton police are still searching for the suspect. We're told a man and a woman were shot. A male victim tried to leave the scene, crashing into multiple cars on the way. Both victims were treated and are expected to be okay. The police are still investigating this one. New details tonight on a deadly shooting in Tulsa. Police there have identified the suspect. Police say the shooting happened Friday morning at an apartment complex. They responded to a domestic violence call. When officers arrived, they say Jerry Genghis was holding a knife. Police say he refused to drop it. That's when officers shot and killed him. In Commitment 2020, voters in 6 states head to the polls on Tuesday. This will be the first set of primaries since the field was drastically cut following Super Tuesday. Bree Jackson in Washington now with more on what we can expect this week.
The race for the Democratic nomination shrinking down to a 2-man race between Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders, with Tulsi Gabbard a distant third.
A candidate must earn 1,991 delegates to win the Democratic nomination outright. In total, 352 delegates are up for grabs this Tuesday. A man sitting on death row for 20 years waiting to hear if he'll be granted clemency. Tonight, we'll hear from Julius Jones' mother about her efforts to fight his conviction. Cleanup is underway in Tennessee after tornadoes hit the state. When we come back, how scam artists are targeting people trying to donate money to the relief efforts. And a look outside, it is rainy, 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 rainy. Eric Garlick will have our forecast coming up. This April marks 25 years since the Murrah building bombing. 168 people died. And in the 168 days leading up to April 19th, we are remembering those who were there. Today, we remember Antonio C. Reyes, who was killed. We honored those also who survived. And we thank the first responders whose lives were also changed forever. A man sitting on death row for murder of an Edmond businessman waiting to find out if he'll be granted clemency. Friday, supporters met at a Metro church to discuss the latest in the Julius Jones case. New tonight, we're hearing from Julius's mother. Julius Jones was a freshman honor student at OU in 1998. The following year, he was convicted of shooting and killing Edmond businessman Paul Howell. Jones has lived on death row for 20 years. Right now, a petition with more than 174,000 signatures is going to be sent to the governor and the parole board. Jones's mother, one of many, helping to fight this conviction.
You know, all we need is a little bit of faith, and I'm believing that once more people are informed and they come out, ask questions, and I believe things will be a lot better.
Supporters are hoping the state pardon and parole board will review Jones's clemency petition in the next couple months. Relief efforts are underway in Tennessee after tornadoes ripped through parts of the state. At least 24 people were killed. 2 EF4s and an EF3 tornado destroyed multiple homes and buildings. And in times and tragedies like these, it's natural to want to help in whatever way you can. But before donating to Tennessee tornadoes relief efforts, beware. Scam artists might use your good intentions against you. KOCO's Abigail Ogle on how to protect yourself.
Donating money on the internet can be a gamble, but there are ways to make sure your donations don't fall into the wrong hands.
Abigail, thank you. Reading specialists could be coming to Oklahoma schools. A bill just passed the House requiring the State Department of Education to employ a team of specialists in elementary schools. It's to help with the requirements of Reading Sufficiency Act. The measure now moves to the Senate. And the Senate approving a measure that modifies the sales tax applied to vehicles. The calculation now takes into account if you are trading in a car. Under current law, Oklahomans are taxed on the full price of a car. The new measure subtracts the value of the trade-in from the full amount. This way, you will only be taxed on what you actually paid. The bill now moves to the House. Games without fans? No player autographs? How will growing coronavirus outbreaks impact the sports world? When we come back.